I'm looking at the start screen here of the Simpsons Tapped Out. This is a game I have played for over 12 years. I played it for every single day from the time I downloaded it until about the time that they announced that it was going to be shutting down. It will be shutting down on January 24th, 2025. Today is January 9th. And so I'm going to take a little tour here of my land because, 12 years, I want to have something to show for it when it's all said and done. So, open up here on, we've got the Christmas setting on. We are at the Simpsons house, and I'm going to tap some of these guys and dollars here. But I want to start over here. I really want to start. This is Springfield Town Hall. Springfield Town Hall. As you can see, the cobblestone or whatever that with the rock wall there. There's a little snake in the corner behind a rock. This was the center of the Simpsons Springfield world when the game first started. This was it. This was the very center. It's now such a small part in one left corner, I guess you could say. So it's kind of illustrates how much it's grown. It used to be that that this game had a winter setting. You couldn't control it. That they would cover everything in snow, and the plants were always, and during winter the plants were always covered with I guess it was plastic or something, so that the flowers wouldn't die. And then in the fall they had spooky music and orange and yellow and red and brown leaves and stuff, and they would flow through the air. The winter they would have snow flowing, and then they have this the general setting here for the rest of the year. I don't think there was special spring and summer things. It's just basically the same. So now I'm just going to move up to the corner. There is another part of the land up here. We're going to get to that in a minute, but I'm going to move to this corner over here. I have now unlocked every part of the land, and we just want to look at some of this stuff. There's a little houseboat. There's a little shipwreck. The mountain makes the northern border here. It kind of would be northwest, because everything's on a diagonal in this game. And it's like a secret lair there, a hidden research facility, and I have it behind some trees where you would never really think to look if you were really looking for a hidden research facility. There's a little, a Pirates of the Caribbean jail there. I think that's kind of cool. A little volcano, but it's not a real volcano, it's like a metal volcano. That's neat. So let's look at the Springfield Squidport Pier. Just rain sticks. They have a couple games here. Knock over the fuzzy guy. Itchy and Scratchy store. We've got a little carousel, boardwalk carousel with a lobster and a seahorse. It's a Wonderful Knife. Lemonade. Planet Hype. They got Crypto Barn. A place for codes. They have the Frying Dutchman. All you can eat. Malaria Zone. Much Ado About Muffins, to eat or not to eat. My First Tattoo. Fried Dough, Turban Outfitters. Three-Eyed Sushi. Bloaters at the Squidport. That sounds disgusting. Alright, I got 3 donuts there. And a couple of little kiosks here. There's one with stuffed animals. Here's one with some artwork or something. And then there's a little Ferris wheel and the old abandoned warehouse. And a mermaid petting zoo, I think is what it says. Mermaid petting zoo. I'm going to move that right now. I don't like that. I don't like when the words are hidden. Oh, it's going to take me forever. Here we go. Move right there. Alright. You see I got a little clown walking around. And out in the water here, next to Squidport, nothing. There's a speedboat. There's a Greenpeace boat. And let's move down here. Now we got the Barnacle Bay Marina. Excuse me, I did not really add on to that. There's a little rowboat. And this This is, I don't know what this is, like water world or something. A submarine, some islands. Then you got a Krusty Burger. What is that? Like an oil derrick out there. Probably where they get the grease for the fries or something. There's a Santa's sleigh has crash landed here on this island. And you got this little monster thing here. And there's like a whirlpool. What do we do if we tap that? Let's see what happens. Nothing. Right, come on. Triangle. Bermuda Triangle layer. I think there's something that's supposed to happen there, but maybe I was wrong. Alright. There's a little like lobster farm. There's some nets. Another little island. Live forever. This is a fireworks boat. There's another like houseboat here. There's a duck boat. Lighthouse. The Pacific Princess. Here's a Chinese, I don't know what they're called, Catan or something. Yellow submersible. That's a yellow submarine. Dive for booty. If I do that, 24 hours from now, it'll come back with something that I've already got. Here's a whale. He's going to pop back up. Here's another little island. Here's another lighthouse. There's a three-eyed whale. Spits out jellyfish from his blowhole. Here's another little, like a party boat. This is a little, I don't know what you'd call that. A little kind of a pier, like a resort pier out on the water. You probably have to take a boat to get there. Another boat. Here's the rotting Pelican. It's a big battleship or an aircraft carrier. And another Fogbury port. Here's another whale. It looks like Homer. Another little thing here. This is another like water world type of thing. Some pirate ships. I think one of these is... We're going to find the Mayflower here in a minute. There's Skull Island or something, I think it's called. This is cool. You tap on that and you get a bunch of donuts, but you can't collect them for donuts. When I first started this game, it was really hard to get donuts to spend. As you can see, I've now got 5,393. That is not the most I've ever had, but I only got more than that when the game announced that they were going out of business. So then I was able to trade them in and get a whole bunch of donuts and spend and buy everything that they made available. But there's still some things I never got, and it still saddens me to this day. Here's a sunken ship gone fishing. There's a Red Star boat and a little tiny, like a, I don't know what that's called. I think that's another one just like the other one before. Here's a prison. The Springfield Maximum Security Prison. Alright. Scooching back up here. One of these is the Mayflower. I thought I had it right outside of where they have the turkey or something, like the pilgrim stuff. Here's the pilgrim stuff. Oh, it's supposed to be the Mayflower, I think. No, maybe not. Okay, maybe I'm full of it. I was pretty sure one of these was the Mayflower. Okay, let's go back up to that corner. We're going to come down. We're just going to take a bunch of strips. Oh, there's a landed boat. All right. Alright, I'm back up into this corner now. I've got a little neighborhood up here. The Java server. Jake's Unisex Hair Place. I'm not going to say all the names of these places, but I do like what I did here with the brick floor going around the corner. The little lemon tree. It's kind of like a little Irishville over here. This is a black and white King Kong building. I have the train track going through there. Alright, then you come down a little bit. There's retirement center, plastic surgery, medical. It's like a medical area here. The TV station. Did that because I remember the TV station in Fort Wayne, one of them being kind of like out in the sticks. Not where you would expect a TV station to be. Here's one of the many, many churches of Springfield. Barnacle Bay Church. It's by the Barnacle Bay Marina. Here we have the Krusty Land bus. Maybe later I'll tap on that. Here's George Washington, and there's a turkey. Look at that. All right. Now here we have like the downtown sports area, and so we have an arena, sports arena, and a baseball stadium, Duff Stadium, and upscale Costingtons. It's really close to the high school and other stuff here as well. There's another church, renovated Coconut Babalu, so that's a really nice looking place. It also comes like this, Coconut Babalu. Springfield Cathedral, and another, like a mega church here. Oh, it's just called a mega church, and they have a bronze bowl outside. You can see this has got a Christmas. This is Fat Tony's compound, and at Christmas, I have the Christmas lights on still. And this was the bottom of the playing area at one point, and then I made it into water. So everything below that came later. I mean, a lot of it came later. I showed you where the center was. All right, we've got Springfield Elementary. This is a neighborhood over here, a bunch of houses, singles apartments, and there's a little mini golf. There's the high school. So we're just south of the Springfield Town Hall. I have a lot of Lard Lad donuts, and I had to just get rid of them because they're just taking up too much space. Here's the First Church of Lard Lad. There's some more stuff over here. Dimwillies. There's a hospital. There's the Costingtons, ready for Christmas. This is the Christmas Courthouse. And the Springfield Post Office. They're right there. Kentucky Fried Simpson. There's another prison. And here's just a bunch of just houses, Christmas lights. This is Simpsons house right here. And this is Flanders' house right next door. There's a blue house and a brown house. And then over, is it here? Millhouse lives around here. That's the Lovejoy's house. Sanjay's house, and that's the future Simpsons house. Yeah, where does? I know he lives around here somewhere. Millhouse has a little home here too. This is the main festive church. This is the Lovejoy Church, Municipal House of Pancakes. Here's a little
this thing is as over as vinyl.
Stonebreakers. What are they? Stonecutter Lodge. It's all locked in here, but there's a lot of gold and things. There's like a black hole in there. Things that you would never want the public to be aware of.
Can your grandfather do this?
Springfield Mall. Some fine dining, Krusty Burger. There's a bunch of skyscrapers right here next to the mountain. What is this place? Sir Ian McKellen in Macbeth. Urkel is Othello. Hilarious. I like this place. The escalator to nowhere. I like to sometimes just sit here and watch these guys go up and I like their screams as they fall down to nothingness. This will just happen all day long. You got the IRS building, and you can do fancy IRS or regular IRS, but we all know they are fancy. Alright. You have to sit and rotate, and I'm going to see something here. Alright, so we continue on down here. There's the prison we were looking at. Neighborhood. And we're going to stay north of the water here and let's keep moving on. Got some more singles areas, or apartments. It's like a little shopping mall that I made outside of the Mall O'Rail. Mall O'Rail doesn't come with a whole big mall, but I figured there should be some like fancy shops there. There's Abandoned Store, Guitar Central, Victor's Secret, just different places. Alright, we'll go to this place. I try to make things up on a hill, but you can't build hills, so you have to kind of make it optical illusion like. So it looks like Ayn Rand's School for Tots is up on a hill here. There's outdoor wrestling. There's all kinds of little outdoor things here. This is the Simpsons Mountain Home. This is one of the last few things I got. It goes on the mountains. There's 2 raccoons wrestling back there. Golden Ring Wrestling Headquarters. Springfield Wax Museum. What's this thing over here? Springfield Wrestling Pavilion. A lot of wrestling stuff all up here. There's a minimum security prison over here. Gold records on walls. Recording studio. Alright. So we have this place here. Gypsy Fortune Teller Shop and Herman's Military Antiques and Helter Shelter. They're kind of like rundown kind of places with, you know, Oedipus RX. Funny. Calmwood Mental Hospital. And then just a nice little Springfield Falls. Places like this, you have to kind of do them next to water so it looks like the water is flowing into them. And now you can see the water goes down there. There's the little damaged control building, and the control building for the nuclear power plant. It has damaged reactor core and a reactor core, and it's got the regular cooling towers. Oops. It's got the damaged cooling towers. It's got Lord Montemort's lair. It's got Valentine's cooling towers. It's got the Candy cooling towers. Lots of options there. Moving down here. This used to be all Christmas stuff and I had to move things around, so I left some of the Christmas stuff, but there's Springfield Preparatory School, Nick's Bowling Shop. It's a cool looking place. Springfield Funeral Home, also a cool looking place. And let's see what else. We got the Springfield Museum. We got a whole big museum complex over here. I just scanned through here. We can look at them. Alright, now we go down here. This was one of the old Christmas places here. There's a live performing stage. There's some carolers and hot roasted chestnuts, Santa's Village. This would be like if a town was going to put up a little Christmas center. And then the aliens get involved. I love that tree right there. That's a really nice tree. If the aliens got involved, this is theirs right here. They're regalians is what they're called. I didn't really know what to do with them. They're North Pole. They got their little baby Jesus, but they're aliens. Blarg huts. Okay. Then over here, Stonecutters Daycare next to the Stonecutters Lodge, and 5 o'clock somewheres. Fleet of PETA. There's this is a Canadian cabin, Virgil's cabin with the Canadian flag there. And another like sleigh with penguins pulling it.
Yar.
When they used to have the snow coming out, the snowman here would be full size. There's a little walled in. This is like a spooky cemetery place, haunted house, torture chambers, all kinds of things here. It's for Halloween. There's mausoleums. There's Homer hanging and moving, and catapult, ghosts, pumpkin patches. And then the wall ends, and there's a house right here. This is a house on Scary Hill. Got these nerds all chained up here, protecting it. Here's a little miniature maze made of green hedges. Easter Island. Oh, look at that. Got the pumpkin here, pumpkin house, and then this guy gets up out of there. The pumpkin cabin, or a carriage. A monster business school. There's a little underground thing here. I think you can change it. Yeah, turn the lights on and off, on and off. Torture thing. And here is a oyster eating contest. Unsuspecting outsiders welcome, I think is what that says. Alright, we're going to continue on here to the west of that water. Here's like a chocolate area. Chocolate and candy and beer. Here's like a concert. This is like a concert in the park area with a Duff Center Arena, and it's all Duff sponsored. And there's also Duff Puff, which is like marijuana. You know, I hate that stuff, but you know, I like to use everything I get. So put that over here. There's rides. There's all these people waiting for concerts. You can have different characters do concerts there. There's a Shark Tank. There's the Big Theater and the Happy Sumo and Coffee Bar, the Woolly Bully. This guy, Birch Barlow, is the Rush Limbaugh of Springfield. He's everything about him is meant to be like Rush Limbaugh. He has a radio show and he's like conservative and big mouth, and they, you know, try to make him like a bad guy, but I like him. There's donuts. There's a fancy donut place in Barney's Bowl-orama. I like those places. Futuristic area here. There's another concert area with the Regalians again. Over here, there's a little like secret off-limits area. Exploration Incorporated. And NARA, which is like NASA. I got all these little things in here. You got these little people floating in this serum or whatever. You got this rocket that you can, and he'll come back with something stupid. Sometimes it doesn't go. You got the spaceship. You got this little like moon area. This was a lot of fun for 12 years. I completed my daily challenge. Yay. Alright. And then we have Krusty Land. This is the entrance to Krusty Land. Krusty Land used to be on a different screen, and it would actually take you off of this page and into another page. And then I don't think enough people were using it, so they gave you all this extra land, and you didn't have to go anywhere to use it, basically. But here's the Epcot Center. It's outside of Krusty Land. Nobody wants to go there. There's the Krusty Land Hotel. This is a neat little place here. You enter through here. Krusty Land Halloween Horror Night. You're just regular Krusty Land. You enter through his mouth. You go this way. You have all these little Krusty Burger little stands here. You go over here. You got the haunted house. Wheel of Chance. TGI McScratchy's Good Time Food Drinkery.
We think you're super.
And then you have, this is like the southern entrance here. Southern entrance into Itchy and Scratchy Land.
Hey, look over there. Yoink.
There's a racetrack in the middle. You can watch it go all the way around, and you can build it with different sections of the track. That's the Injury 500. Got this little Duff beer thing with all these Duff statuettes outside. There's a Viking ship and another Regalian Twirl and Hurl. Here's the Eyeballs of Death. This is the Radioactive Man ride. Happy Little Elves in Panda Land. Then there's this, like a flume ride. You can kind of build this like you built the racetrack. Get all your separate sections and put them all together. You have the nurses station. You could send these guys out. This guy, can I send him out? I guess here we go. Start a parade. So you can send these guys out and they will, here you go, this guy. There we go. This is like the killer whale exhibit area, like SeaWorld. Here's a nice roller coaster. Mesmerizing. This is like the demon drop. It's called the death drop. Here's the haunted condo. And then the Zoominator. I don't know if anything runs on this track. Do they show anything? I don't see anything. And they've got a pink wall here to keep everybody in. You can do this balloon pop. I always pick the green ones and then 2 others. Or one other or whatever. 70. Okay. Here's another, like, here's the food needle. And Rocket to Your Doom just opened. Okay. Now outside of the gates of this, they have all these other things. This would be like your Disney Springs or something, right? They have tricks and trinkets. This is like a Harry Potter type area. This is a studio here. They have studio stage 4, stage 5, stage 6. Krusty Burger. Of course, you got to get a Krusty Burger if you're by Krusty Land. Krusty Lou Studios. Krusty Lou Studios again. That's the office. And then they have like live shows. You can go watch a taping here. Or a stage show. Here's another like sound stage. And then they have Toy Town for the kids. They have the Roger Myers story. He's the guy that created Itchy and Scratchy, I guess. You have this tower of beer cans. Oktoberfest area. Freak show. This thing never did anything. I always thought it was going to do something. And you got all these little circus tents here. Vandersniff and Whiffley. More stuff. Sexy Marriage Land. Next exit. Look how big this guy is. King Homer is humongous. And Carnaby Street. That leads you to Krusty's One Plate Maximum Buffet. And the Heimlich machine right outside. And we have a Stonecutter's Tunnel. And it goes a secret tunnel. Of course, it's out in the open. The secret tunnel goes all the way up here. And it will lead you through the mountain and into this other section over here. We have this little play area here. There's like a skating area, a couple skating things, extreme sports, that sort of thing. And this is like a indicator space. I don't know what that is. It's like a game playing area.
Nice planet.
The Needle Exchange. We mean sewing. We have Springfield Costume Shop. Stoner's Pot Palace. I like that place only because Stoner's Magic Store. Giuseppe's Meat Market, Candy Shop, and the Leftorium, the 12 Days Dry Cleaner. Alright, what else we got? Lullabies. Hooch City. It's kind of like a gas station, but you just put wine by the gallon. Oops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, now up here we have kind of another secret area here. This is, no, not the Mountain Buddhist Temple. This is, Volcano Lair. And this thing will open up and you can see what's going on inside, but right now I guess you can't because I don't have the guy doing any actions. But there's like a Martian land, there's another moon thing, here's all kinds of things. Like this is supposed to be secret, it's all fenced off. Nobody should be over here. And then over here you have Mr. Burns, one of his many huge properties that I have on site, with a giant stack of gold and money, a pool full of cash, his old car, a team of lawyers, a Burns dragon. What did that say? Burns Dragon's pile of treasure. And I'm going to release him out into the world. He's just going to go walk around now. We got this thing here. I don't remember what that's supposed to do, but it doesn't matter. Helicopter. Then you come down here and this is where I'll have all my like billionaires living over here. So all the very wealthy homes. I don't know which one belongs to who. It doesn't really matter at this point. This is the presidential estate. This would be, I don't know why it's not the White House. So right now, I've got it all fenced in because Biden is an idiot. He's still in office right now. You notice I have protesters here. It's got all fenced off. Helicopter. You got the police there. You got these robots that'll kill you. I will remove these things soon before I check out. It's like Malibu, Stacy's dream house. Just a lot of rich folk homes here. You have Springfield Mountain. And that leads you into a desert. This is one of the two deserts we have. We have Burn Slant Drilling, 1 Week Wonder Films. I made it into two deserts because I wanted one that was like religious, kind of historic, and then one that was not. So over here you have the Grand Pyramids, you have all these different pyramids. You have the Sphinx, and you have the Bart Sphinx, and then you have some movie sets here. This is Jesus' manger right here. Bethlehem Inn, and this is baby Jesus is born in there. That's why the light's coming out. There's a camel and all that stuff. That's neat.
Thank you. Come again.
It started to get really crowded in the desert, and it kind of defeats the purpose of having a desert. So here's a gas station and all this crazy like junk artwork. Do not objectify your conquest.
Have to put that check in my cold dead hand.
There's just a bunch of things here. Move a little further still. We have what did we miss down over here? Let's see. South of the I guess we'll have to come back to that. Let's keep going to south here. South of the desert. You got all these different like heavens. Kosher pickle forest and the hey crusty land area. They're all cloud areas, cloud spaces. And this is Mr. Burns' waterland area. This is water house. And it used to be much bigger, and then I was running out of space, and then I shrunk it and shrunk it and shrunk it, and then they gave me all the space I could need, and by that point I'd already shrunk it. So I didn't want to redo it again. Just snake that ate Rudolph there. You go further south, and now we get into like the haunted forest. There's all the forest castles and stuff like that. This one is the only one that you can change it to different things here. I've got another one of these in another location. I like the castle in the forest though.
And that's that.
Yeah,
Another
like
story
this is
of
like a little
classic infallible
witch
three
area
action.
or a I don't know what you call that, like a, you know, for cults or something. And there's Moe's Cavern, Moe's Cavern, and Doctor's Castle. There's God, an escalator or staircase up to God. And there he is. That's Jesus. They don't really treat him too well in this cartoon, so I like to treat him well. Another castle, another castle, another castle, and another castle. Another really nice house, old country house. And then we get down to like the lakeshore properties. There's like a Frankenstein's wife over here. And there's another lighthouse, and all these people are like, this is like their beach house. Right on the lake, their lake house. And we will come back to this section in a minute. Go a little west here. We'll come up again. This is like a little side area. There's a drive-in. A couple of things here. This is an old cathedral. A cemetery, old ruins. Over here you have like haunted areas, cemetery. See the monsters walking around. I think a werewolf lives over here, and Dracula. And this is all over here. The Springfield Republican Party headquarters. This right here. That's the castle part, not the bridge part. Here is Yahweh. Yahweh is not treated with much respect here, but I'm going to send him away for 4 hours. He's the only one I really still have working for me here. Alright. Now this is like the central part of what I would do every day. This is the recycling center junkyard area, and you basically put all these people on tasks to earn you donuts. And right now, let's get some money here. They're gonna get 3 donuts. I've got so much money, it doesn't really matter how much I spend on each thing. I've got $2,525,852,480 and 5,414 donuts. Now, here's my dilapidated rail yard. In my rail yard, I like to keep it dilapidated because I'm at the junkyard.
No!
But if I want to make monorail pieces, and I don't, but this is what I do. I will spend, let's see, I'll go with that one, far right. Okay, I'm out of the green ones now. And now I'm out of everything. Okay. So I gotta earn some stuff here.
Hey, everybody!
I'm just gonna pop all around here. Sometimes I would do this so long I'd fall asleep. I had so many players. I have like 700 characters now. It just take a long time.
They'll be beaten and bored when I'm through.
You do it! Set him on! Set him on!
Well, would you like to play?
That's power. Who's to say this didn't happen? Who's to say it and curse?
Yeah, you see all these things as I'm going by so rapidly. Some of them we've already seen, other ones we haven't.
Hey!
Married to tour.
My back on the glacier. No. It's much worse.
All right, let's go back to where we just were. I'll get back there the quick way. Okay, we were over here. This is my junkyard. There's recycling center. This is Springfield City Dump and this tire fire. But the tire fire is decorated for Christmas. I want to get rid of that. It has a tire fireplace. It has the tire fire secret lair. And then they have just the tire fire. And the tetanus terminal for the train. Alright, we've seen all this stuff, I think. Here's a highway. And here's a little brick. This is like a school, like a boarding school area, like a Harry Potter type of school. And there's a monster here, and we're going to start him on something. It looks like he's got some sort of glitch on him. There we go. Here's another one. Here's another one. I think there's one or two more, actually. Here's another one down here. And one more. Anyway, I think it's time. This is the Capitol. And I think it's time. There's Watergate, Scandalgate Hotel. This time I'm going to get rid of these fences. I've had this up for 4 years because, well, we were a country in crisis. Let's put those in there. It's just about time we get rid of this stuff. Trump's about to head back into office. Fences and barricades and pylons. It's all going away. And a couple more fences here. Look at that, it's open again, yay! Finally, we have our Capitol Dome, it's all free again. Here's the Capitol City Building, Capitol Dome. This is the, like a Washington Monument, this is Jefferson Memorial, and the Hall of Vice Presidents. We actually do have a Aaron Burr, and the Capitol City Convention Center. I think that's Thomas Jefferson there. Okay. There is a, like, I don't know, 16-car pileup right there. The highway goes there and there. Highway's pretty stinky feature in this game because there's no exits. You can only go straight one way or straight the other. Here's Boccacino's last bookstore for 100 miles. And Quitter's, a place for rehab. Over here we have little cabins of Honeymoon Mountain. And this is the Muntz house. We'll swamp it over here. It's a generic haunted house. There's a nose on the top of a building, kind of like the eye in Lord of the Rings, but this one's a nose. Dead Lobster, Coolsville, der Hummerschnitzel, all kinds of stuff here. And there's a little thing that goes one way and the other, that's it. Contraception Overlook, there's a Death Mountain. And I'll pause right here. Hello? Alright, let's see. 3, 2, 1. Alright. So that's going back over this way. Here's a... It's like Monsanto, but it's Monsarno. And it's got just a bunch of field there, and then this Fortress of Lonelytude in there. And subatomic particle collider, super collider. Like, they don't want you to know what's going on in there, so they got it all surrounded. Springfield STEM Academy. Lisa Simpson rocket. So all the smart kids go over here. Science Bowl. And here's like a football area. Put your butt here. There's a bunch of hammocks. The hammock district. There's a basketball stadium. Football, and Canadian football even. This guy shoots footballs from his tires. There you go. Texida Football Academy. This is the like Germanville over here. Luftwaffles, Der Crazy Kraut. I should have put Der Homer Schnitzel over here. Happy Whacking Day. Now that was one of the first things that they did was Whacking Day, and I didn't know that it was going to be so. Everything's going to be so short-lived. You know, things was like you can buy this stuff for a very limited amount of time, but then you have to have donuts to do it, and I didn't have enough donuts because they had just started. I had just started, and the game had just started. So, yeah, I got them at the end and made that place. Okay, now we're going to go south of the river here. Stop it. Start over here. Here's another kind of sports area. It's had its own name, the sporting arena over here. I don't remember the name of the sporting arena right there. Or what sport it was. There's a train station here. This is where you reload. Parking garage and some parking lots. There's a bunch of things over here. School of Dance. Meet Lucy Lawless, TV Xena. There at Springfield Books. And down here you have a bunch of casinos. We'll just go down the coast here. We have a bunch of casinos. You can look at them. This is like little Colombia, or little Brazil, I think it actually. Little Brazil over here. I have all these things. I crammed them in really close together, as close as I can get. I like that tree coming out of the middle of the building. And there's some taxis all over the place. There's different colorful buildings. It's a really neat looking place. I only squeezed them together because I didn't have anywhere to put them. But it makes it kind of cramped and accurate. Rio's De Janeiro. There's look at that Jesus there. And then we've got more casinos and things like that. Wedding chapels. And another prison. This is Ronald Reagan Re-Education Center. Oh, not a prison. Sorry, not a prison. And recycling center here. Smooches on the Beach. I like that name. Smooches on the Beach. Smooches on the Beach. It's another casino. Britannia. Grease recycling plant. Fogbury Port. It's one of Mr. Burns' other properties. All gold walls here and limo. No road though. Some more coastal homes, rich guy homes. Springfield Adams Stadium. Coliseum. Circuit Circus. Big and Tall. Gimbals. Bail Bonds. The Boob Tubery. And this little Springfield Episcopal Church with the Springfield Orphanage next to the St. Sebastian's School for Wicked Girls. So if they don't If they don't end up in the orphanage, they end up at the school for wicked girls. There's a juvenile courthouse. Another bookstore. I thought the other one was the last bookstore, but here it is. Malibu Stacy's house there. This is like a little theater district. They've got the opera, Dawes Butler Hall, theater here, stage, Springfield Playhouse. They have the ballet recital at the Chaz Busby Ballet Academy, the Springfield Clampitheater, a couple of hotels you can stay at if you want to go there, and then they have the Springfield Community Theater over here on the other side of the water. Springfield Multicultural Center, and K-Jazz. This is kind of like the loser brother of all the other stuff here. Here's like our little Plymouth. And you got Pilgrim Church, Pilgrim House, Pilgrim Shack, and then you got the turkey. This is a big can of cranberry sauce, all surrounded by trees. Then you've got Mount Useful. This is the corner here, Strategic Granite Reserve. And I built an actual 9-hole golf course here. Right here. Springfield Junipers. We have a valet parking. These guys are just starting out. Here's the driving range. And you go in here, and I believe this is the tee box for the first one. These guys are at the tee box here. And you hit it up there. There's a little sand trap. There's one. Then you go to this tee box. Hit it up here. There's two. There's another. Next tee box is here. Hit it up here. There's three. Go to this tee box. Hit it this way. There's four. Now you get in your cart and you're going to drive over here. There's the cart. And here's your tee box. Hit it down here. That's 5. Next tee box. Hit it over here. That's 6. Next tee box. Hit it over here. That's 7. Here's the next tee box. Hit it over here. And wait, hold on. Is that right? Oh, the next tee box, you hit it over here, and that's 8. There we go. And then the next one, and you hit it up here, and that's 9. And that's it. Did I miss one? I don't know. I think I might have messed that up. Oh yeah, here we go. Tee box. There we go. There's the tee box. You hit it this way. There's a water hazard, and there's the knot, and there we go. And then you hit it this way. And that's 9. There we go. Now we're back at the caddy shack. There's a little swamp area there. And you're back at the beginning. So that's where it ends up, right there. That's number 9. This is 8. And this is 9. And over here you have the Garden of Eden. This is like the pet area here. All these dogs, dog parks, dog heaven, all these things. This would be like if you entered from the south, this would be the main entrance to the whole thing. International Court of Justice, formerly International House of Pancakes. I got every flag that I could buy. I think I even bought... Did I buy the rainbow flag? Maybe I didn't buy the rainbow flag. I didn't want that one. And I've got this 3 little water world things coming up here. One of them is just like an Apple store. Headquarters. This one's like Space Monkeys. This is Atlantis. There's Springfield Monorail. You can go straight up here. This is Russian St. Basil's Cathedral. Donut Land here, Lard Land. Sorry. Some dragons. And this is Hell. Tried to put all the Hell stuff in one spot. Here's another castle. Here's another little neighborhood here. A bunch of houses. A couple of them are kind of weird looking. Homer's Dream House, Invisible House, Global Housing, and Astro House, and Baby Jesus' house, and Lenny's house. Center for Preemptive Education. Then we go up here. I've got the, this is like Jurassic Park, but I think it's Geriatric Park. I turn that into a little island. This is the Resort Hotel, and this is the island capital. It's a health spa. You can see all the little different things they have there. And then I surrounded it with just like neighborhood stuff. So Monstro Mart. I have more things. I had more space than things to put in space. Babies be this. Toys be this. And then we go over here, and there's a little Irish land, Notre Dame of Springfield, Blarney Castle, giant grasshopper. Go over here. This is where I started adding these little stripes of water because I didn't know what else to do with my land. This maze took me a really long time, and then I got this little patch up here. Get your tobacco here. Corn liquor sold here. Alberto was here. And go back to that. Get your tobacco here. So there is a way through this maze. You enter here in the corner. Go up and down and over here. And then up over here and over here. You can enter on that side too. You have to go around here. Then down over this way and then up. Not the first one, but the second one. Go up around. And then down. And then up. And then down and up. And there's the exit. There's a little Easter land. Some more farm stuff. Now to the side here, I've got a zoo. The Emu Experience. Discount Lion Safari. Get your big cats. These are like, this is the monkey and apes area. Marine World. You can also have a bison in this area. But bison is North American and not African, so I didn't think it was appropriate to put it in there. There's a chimp refuge. And then you have to take the secret passageway. Well, here's a Wet and Wild water park part of the zoo. This is part of the zoo. And then you take the secret passageway, which is blocked by this statue. Sneak around there, all the way down here, and then all the way through here. Now you're going to find these exotic, like, space animals here. Giant rabbits. Look at these crazy things. Thought that was kind of cool. Over here you have, like, little Japan. It's on an island. Make that erupt whenever we want. And we have like a little Hindu heaven and Hindu stuff over here. We have the reality channel. There's another TV studio. Fort Sensible. Thought that was kind of like the old fort. Here's like an old western area. from west to east through here. And you end up over here. By Jesus Carpentry and the ruins. Go up here. There's a called Curvaceous Cave, and then you got this little thing here. It's like a rolling pebble. Triangular trees down there. I think we know what we're getting at there. And now we're back over here. There's a dam. This has a car go through it invisibly. And we got this stuff here. Tap on these little rocks and little scorpions come out. And you tap on these other rocks and tap on this thing and it shades the whole place, blocks the sun. Just for a moment. Ajax Steel Mill. Here's our little body of water. Another golf course thing, but this one's not as involved as the other. It's like a little country club. Just a little, like a military academy here. Alright, so here is, just as by the hay maze, I got all these little country little places. Papa Wheelies, the Beer and Brawl, Jazzy Good Times, the Slaughterhouse, Hillbilly Talent Contest, 5 Alarm Chili, P. Pigley's Hog Swine Super Smorg, and Knockers. You go a little further, you got a Slaughterhouse and Guinea Pig Rescue Center. And you got this guy here. This doesn't need to be Christmas anymore. Cletus's Farm. Christmas Cletus's Farm. Festive Cletus's Farm. We're going to go with Cletus's Farm. And these giant plants. You go a little further, there's a Dog Pound, the Lucky Stiff, Voodoo Curses and Hexes, Checks Cashed, and the Springfield Forever Cemetery Movie Night. You got the Flanders Family Reunion Barbecue. This is the airport area and factory area. So I got all kinds of factories over here. See where we are here. Okay. This giant truck that holds other trucks that hold other trucks. Mattress King warehouse. Meatball factory. Mother loving sugar refinery. Thai food factory, Southern Cracker Factory. Duff Beer, Fireworks Factory, Fudge, Slide Factory, Box Factory. We got all this stuff here for the kids to play games in here. Back in that parking lot. Here's the airport. There's a lot of plane things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can count like probably a dozen planes. You could send people on trips. Oh, this is going on longer than I thought it would. Alright, now where are we? Okay, we're here. We're south of that river. Okay, let's move over here. Alright, here we are south of that. There's a little juvenile correctional facility. What does it say? Now accepting criminal midgets. Can't believe they put that and didn't rescind it. Over here, there's like a little, like a Christmas place for Satan worshippers, I guess is what I'd call it. With the ball pit, you have a bunch of kiosks and stupid little things. This is like the Skywalker Ranch. There's an elephant here. There's a couple movie cameras set up over there. Mostly, it's just the Cosmic Wars Ranch. Here's the Little Italy, real Little Italy. There's a winery and Italian villa, vineyard, Colosseum, Leaning Tower of Pisa, St. Paul's Basilica, and this is all little. There's all these little homes. But then you go a little bit further south, and you got Little France. You got the catacombs and the Arc de Triomphe, more wine, the Eiffel Tower, and all these little French little places here. Then you go over to this side here, and you get like this is like Mad Max area kind of thing. Outlands. Don't read that. Pharmaceuticals. Ancient Rome, blood, honor, vases. Beethoven's Heavenly Def Jam. More Valentine stuff here. This is Little England, and this clock actually tells the time. So right now it is 1541, as I am going through this. Buckingham Palace Hotel. I don't really know how to decorate this one. There's a lot of stuff. I could just look at it though. And then here's like the circus area. So like there's a circus, there's a clown college here in the middle. And all these little circus tents, circus animals, things to do, rides, elephants, hotels. This is another New Bedlam. Rest home for the emotionally interesting. Giant spider. I didn't know where to put that. Didn't really belong anywhere. There's a discount annex. You see people in there like little floating tube things. Kid First Industries secret headquarters. Now we have Costco Foods, Sprawl Mart, a storage locker, roller rink. This is the Mirror Land or something. Everything was like supposed to be like a realistic sort of thing. It's like the realistic version of the cartoon. Kind of a rundown, post-apocalyptic sort of area. This is more of like a I don't know, medieval type of place. Transylvania, Charlotte. Springfieldia, that's what it is. So dragons and more dragons, and then Donut Land, Lard Land. Alright, so I think that is basically the main land. And as we move northern here, we'll come to the mountains. Now we're in the water here. This is supposed to be like a you cross through the mountains and you're in this like really fancy upscale place, and they gave you this much space for it, and then they gave you more. But anyway, there's giant hotels, resorts, and stuff like that. You just see all these cool things here. Here is the beachfront area. There's all these little places out here. Big boats, polar bear. All these people living here on the coastline. And you would earn all kinds of other things other than donuts over here. Like this tree was really, really cool because it's so huge. Tried to make it into like a shopping plaza. There's like stars on the outside of the theater, on the sidewalk. This place right here, Golden Goose Realty, you used to be able to get a free land space like once every 24 hours or something like that. Every time you'd click it, you have 24 hours so you can get the next one. Until I ran out of spaces, and then they finally added more spaces, and I used it again until I ran out of spaces. So we have a medieval cathedral here, and then we have a little rickety bridge right here, and we cross into just, I tried to do like a frontier area, but I couldn't. There's just too much stuff to put places. So there's Camp Krusty. These things are cool. Let me turn the sound up so we can hear. It had me play a song initially, and I can't remember what it was. You had to learn how to play a song in order to like unlock something. It was kind of cool. These rocks used to have little donuts in them. You'd have to like mine them for donuts, and then once you've mined them, you could keep the rock. But in the buffalo, you can move those around. Like a geyser. Cardboard fort. Globex northern headquarters over here. Lazy Eye Ranch. Kevin's Kindling. Bag of Reindeer Hunting Range. Awful. Eggnog Bar. And here's our stop here on the train, and you can, this next place is kind of like the North Pole. So I have the regifting machine. Now all these snowmen would have been fully standing upright if it was snow, but because the sun is out, they've all melted. There's a little secret door here, Elf Cave. This thing shoots out little jars of elves or something. Little chocolate building. Gingerbread house. Now this is the gingerbread house. Actually could have grown a lot bigger, but I did not get to that level fast enough before the limited time engagement or whatever. So I never got the full size, and it pains me to this day. That's the one thing I really, really, really wished I'd gotten. Is the full-size gingerbread house. Now it's just kind of stupid looking, but that's the breaks, and I thought maybe they would give it away at the end, but they didn't. We got more little cannon things here. Santa's Castle. Igloo Mansion. Snowbank. Haha. Ice Palace. And a couple of caves. You could put characters in here. They're kind of neat. When they get there. Oh, looks like there's one of them going to be right there very soon. This thing shoots fake snow. So there he is. And the snow globe. And you'll see others there too. Now this thing right here, I have never bought the thing I could buy. Gold road tiles. I think I'm gonna buy a few before the end of the thing here, just so I can have them. I have over $2 billion, and it costs like 100 million. Yeah, I'm gonna get a few of those. The Movementarian compound that's up in the corner. You got Welcome to Canada, Canadian border just across there. You can't actually get there. Springfield Medical Center. And the Screaming Monkey Medical Research Center. Let's look at our mountain here across the way. We found all these things for the mountain here at the across the way, at the end. There's the Fantasy Mountain Castle. The Widow's Peak with the goat on top. Simpsons family mountain home or whatever it is. This is Homer Leia's. You can do it without. You can have it with just Homer or any combination here as you go through it. And then we're back at the beginning. Here's Sergeant Thud's Mountain Time Command Post. And that is, right here is where we started. And that is my land. I'm going to do one other thing here. I'm going to take a train ride. I'm going to take a train ride here. And let's find a station. Let's do this. Start with Krusty Land. Hop on the bus. Teleport over there. Now we're at Krusty Land. But I know there's a train station somewhere. Let's follow the train line. We'll get there. There's one. Let's start it here. We'll ride the monorail. It's the Magic Station. Let's see what we see. There we go. Stops at the monorail. Next stop, where are we going? We're going to go through the mountain. To this area here. Start at the south side of the North Pole. We'll stop at the North Pole station. Now we go back through the north side of the North Pole. Little dinosaur. Can't go any further north. Those mountains are the end. Come back down here so we can cross over this little river. Right through the fancy part of town here. A little glitchy sometimes. Just went through the tunnel. Now we're back at the Krusty Burger drive-through station. We go further south. There's the neighborhood. We're going to cross this river and go to this Springfield Central monorail station. I've noticed it's going to go forward and then back and then forward, makes like a little S there. And then down. I actually straightened this out a lot over the years. It used to be very, very wonky, and I spent a lot of time making these tracks straighter. Sometimes you just couldn't avoid things. There's like a little jog right there. Going straight down. Here we go. And keep going here now to the east. And we're going to go straight down towards the entrance. From the southern entrance of Springfield, like I said, but we're going to take a western turn. I thought I was going to be able to put things down there, but there's just really wasn't anything left. I bought everything. And keep going, keep going, keep going. South. It takes so long that it starts to put it into sleep mode. Ed Flanders' personal hell. And back to the east. Springfield monorail. Kind of futuristic station. Still going. There's not much here. This is all new land right at the end. It was opened up. Oh, there's a demolition derby. I don't know if I looked at that before. I have to come back down there. Continuing on, continuing on. Going by Little France, Little England, up past Little Italy, and I don't know, it's Little Circus area, I don't know what it's called. Circusville. The giraffe is on a tightrope with a tiger and a sea lion. Further north, straight up this little track here. Now we're going to go behind the old western area, kind of through it. Go up past the observatory. And Tetanus Terminal. Drive through, THROO. Gonna keep going now. There's Birch Barlow. Birch. Going up, going up, going up. There's Krusty Land. And we have arrived back at Magic Station. Let's go look at that one last thing down here. I think I might have missed. Oh, can't connect to server. Yeah, that's been happening. It's gonna take a little couple seconds here. We're loading up again. Anyway, this has been the Simpsons Tapped Out Springfield. Oh, got some donuts here to grab. There's 3. There's this toad here. You tap on this toad, he says things. Kill me, please. All the way down here. Oh, we didn't see this. This is the second desert. Taj Mahal. This is the one that's really barren, a barren desert. There's not much here. What does it say? I see it in King Ralph. And it's down here. Like a little demolition derby double place. These used to be in the Tetanus Terminal area, but I moved them. And over here is Tongue Kiss Point. Love that. Hilarious. Alright. So this has been my little hobby here for 12 years. Again, I don't think I missed a day in 12 years. Maybe one in 12 years until they announced that they were shutting it down. And now I think I've missed like 4 or 5 days since then. But this is my Springfield. This was my Springfield. And it's going the way of the dodo bird here in just about 2 weeks. And it's very sad for me, but I'll make it through. And this is really probably just for my own eyes and ears anyway, so I hope I've enjoyed watching and walking through this with myself. And that's the end. I should probably end it somewhere fancy. Where should we end it? Let's go end it where it began. Right there. This is the end. Bye.